Hey, everybody. So we were just finishing up with something in the other study group where we were using hyssop or tarragon, sage, something like that. Let's actually have you still use that. And let's take that practice a little bit deeper because that would actually directly correspond to working with angels. So if you weren't part of that group, pull out like vetiver or sweet basil, um, nerve help, the blend nerve help, um, hyssop, tarragon, some form of sage. Any of those are a choice. Even lavender, if you don't have anything lavender.
And just for now, if you have questions or comments or shares, go ahead and type it into the chat.
Okay, so with the oil that you have, begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your brain. Taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the brain. And then just be still, be aware, just let go for a moment. Begin inhaling again. This time your awareness is on your navel. Long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the navel. Move your awareness an inch and a half below your navel. Move your awareness to the back head, opposite your eyebrows on the back side. Just be still, be aware. Begin inhaling again. Your awareness is on the navel. Move your awareness 1.5 inches below your navel. Long, slow, deep breaths. Your awareness on the navel, 1.5 inches below your navel, actually. The back of the head. Just let go. Let go of everything. Just be still. Begin inhaling again. Your awareness is on the brain, both sides of your brain, front, middle, and back. Move your awareness to the forehead, where the hairline is, in the back of your head. Just be still with your being still, and your awareness is on your brain. You're not inhaling, your awareness is just on your brain. I'm going to invoke the angel Kaf Ziel. Kaf Ziel. Kafziel. Kaf Ziel. Kaf Ziel. F Z L Begin inhaling, your awareness is on the brain. Just be still. Let go of everything, just be still. Put your awareness on your forehead and your back head. You're not inhaling, you're just putting your awareness on your forehead and back head. Calf, Z, L, calf, Z, L, calf, Z, L. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your forehead and your back head at the same time. Just let go. Be still. Be aware. Just let go. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your navel. Move your awareness an inch and a half below your navel. Move your awareness to the back head. Just be still, be aware. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your heart, the center of your chest. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling the oil, the same oil you've been using. Move your awareness to the navel. You're taking long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the navel. Your awareness is on the crown. Just let go. Let go of everything, just let go. Keep your eyes closed, just be still. Just let go. Just be still, be aware, and let go. Okay, how did you feel? Let's go ahead and share a little bit of your experiences, and we can also do a little bit, a few minutes of Q&A as far as angels are concerned.
You can raise your hand, you can unmute yourself, you could type in. Yeah, go ahead, Peggy.
Hi there.
Hey, Peggy.
What does our angel for tonight specialize in?
Yeah, you know, it's like we were talking about before, it's not really necessarily like something that you would look at as like symptoms or things, but the area that it's would have an impact on is the impact or the effect of the collective unconscious, you know, the group thought or the group mentality, and how it impacts like how you think, how you feel, how you behave. So it helps you to kind of unwind that and be able to step away from that to be a little bit more individualized.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And I feel-
you know, given everything that goes on in you know the news over the last few years, who couldn't use a little CAFZL, you know?
I feel relaxed,
Yeah.
more at
It-
ease.
Yeah, it usually makes you feel a little bit more peaceful, and it doesn't let the activities of, you know, like it's not so much like in the office or anything. I mean, it's usually, you know, a much bigger scale. It just doesn't let it impact you as much.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Someone asked in the section with CAPSEAL, can we switch to the oil of that name?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't bring that up just because, like, I know a lot of people are going to have that oil, but if you have that oil, yeah, you could totally do that. You know, the big key is like hit for CAFZO, hit the brain, and then your navel minor, and then the back head. And like if you were to take that and go really deep with the blend itself, you would go back and forth between navel minor, and then to the back head, and then go back to the navel minor, and then to the back head, and just keep going back and forth several times, and then eventually go back to the brain. Yeah, and then just let go. Yeah, but the effect of the collective unconscious is first it hits your navel minor, and then how you process things and the primal part of your brain is associated with the back head. And so you're going back and forth just to unwind the effects of the collective unconscious. And it's not really agitation, it's probably more like re-education, where you're allowing yourself to be mm, more spontaneous or more like current and not just the byproduct of all the years of, you know, our reactive states over a period of time. So if that makes sense. Collective unconscious is a tough one to tackle. You know, sometimes even things like our anxieties and stuff are more towards the group thought. You know, for example, the day that 9/11 happened, I was working. I was doing some consulting work, and I was doing some maintenance work for a company, and so I was, you know, I was seeing patients in the morning, and then I was starting to do some of the corporate work, and so all of that stuff went down, and I really didn't know that it had happened. You know, I wasn't watching the news, wasn't interacting with anybody, and the way that I found out was, you know, all you had to do is go look at the news, like look at your computer or TV or something. But all of a sudden, I had just massive waves of just this deep, deep sadness. And I was like, God, I am getting sad about something. Like I must have something coming up. And so I was going to stop and do hitting on myself. And I think I remember right, I think I stepped out to go grab like a sandwich or something, and it was all over the news. And I came back and I sat and I thought about it. I was like, maybe that's what I felt. And, you know, as a little bit of time went by, it was totally what I was feeling. But it's like I had no frame of reference when it was happening until I saw the news. But I was being impacted by, you know, group thought or the collective unconscious, you know, here in the US. So
Is there a CAFCL blend?
yeah, there's
This was extraordinary. Were we working with the pineal gland at all?
the back head and the forehead always will affect the pineal gland. So yes, you're right on the money. And then the brain will prepare the area of the pineal gland and the mental permanency. So if you notice, a lot of times I'll do the brain and then I'll go to the forehead, back head when we start to do like this deeper work. And one is kind of preparatory, and then one is really getting into it. You know, the crown will also directly impact the pineal gland. The pineal gland is the root of the crown chakra, but both the crown and the forehead directly impact the pineal, and the forehead is tied to physicalizing the light. So a lot of times I use the forehead for that. You know, yeah. Boy, like just chanting the name, like my body went down a couple of notches.
How many patterns did we use?
I was kind of we did one pattern that we just stretched out. Like I was kind of doing it a little bit more like how you would do in ceremony rather than just like how you would do therapeutically. And you just kind of feel out before you move to the next piece. And sometimes you go back and forth. So I was doing that. Yeah. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it. It's a little bit harder to teach that way. It's easier to learn how to do the patterns, and then at some point you can start working the pattern with like almost like a different rhythm or a different flow through the patterns. Really working some aspects of it really intensely and lingering on an area for a while. It's a little bit different.
Someone shared super relaxed.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the yawns, and all I did was chant, and I didn't even do what you guys did. Yeah.
I saw a white door.
Oh, white door. Well, sometimes you'll see a doorway or like like the opening of like a cave or something going into the blue pearl. In this case, it could actually literally be like kind of stepping away from the collective unconscious, could be symbolized as like walking through a doorway. So hard to say which one that was, that it was white. It might be the second one, the latter, you know.
I saw a faint image of a Buddha with a brilliant blue dot in the forehead and another above it.
Very good. Yeah, very, very good. Very, very powerful. Yeah. Okay, how about I think that's all the questions. So how about we'll just, we'll chant Kapziel a few more times so we can just let you float away. We'll float away after this. So put your awareness on the forehead and the back head and just be still. I'll chant the name a few times. Kapziel. Begin inhaling your oil, your forehead and back head at the same time. Be still, be aware, just let go. With your eyes closed, just keep your awareness on your feet. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, you guys. Always love doing this practice with you guys. And so thanks for joining us, and hope to see you this weekend. And if not, I'll see you next Tuesday. So love you guys. And okay, apparently there was a question.
Someone asked, when Greg experiences that type of sadness, if it is not a part of the news, how does he separate from the collective as opposed to his own?
Say that again. How do I separate from the collective? A lot of times with stuff like that, I do it with the angels. Like I do kind of a version of what we just did. And so sometimes it's mine, sometimes it's not. But sometimes there's feelings that come up. I mean, I think this is a great question. Especially over the last couple of years, it's been crazy. And there's all kinds of sadness, anger, depression, aggression, you know, it's just floating around out there. And so working with Capsule can be very, very helpful, very helpful. Doing that pattern of the navel minor, back head, that will unwind it. Even if you weren't working with the angel, that will unwind it. The angel makes it assimilate faster. If you just work the navel minor, back head, sometimes there'll be a little bit of pressure in the abdomen as you're going through and releasing it. When that happens, you need to work the back head more. It would seem like you need to work the navel more, but the issue is actually more the back head. And the angel helps to regulate all of that. So if you don't have the blend, you can always invoke the name, but working with that angel Capsule is pretty nice. And so, yeah. So anyway, you guys, love you guys, and I hope to see you and talk to you sometime soon.